$500 million to feed inmates annually in correctional facilities.
Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
It is costing the government over $500 million annually to feed inmates in the island's correctional facilities. Figures show that in 2020, it cost $13,000 to feed one inmate per month, and the island's prison population currently sits at approximately 3,700. The revised estimates of expenditure for the current financial year show a food bill of $527,374,000, with that figure expected to rise to $581,431,000 for the coming financial year 2022 to 2023 for diet changes. The issue of feeding of prisoners has been a vexed one for many Jamaicans over the years. It is popular opinion that prisoners should be made to work to pay their debt to society and feed themselves. There are 2 farm prisons in Jamaica: the Tamarind Farm Correctional Center in St. Catherine and the Richmond Adult Correctional Facility in St. Mary. But sources say that there is very little taking place in terms of work and the productivity on the farms, which mostly lie in fallow. A source close to the Richmond Adult Correctional Facility said, "There isn't enough staff and we have to focus more on security, so farming takes a backseat. We do a little here and there, but nothing on a wide scale. We supply some of the other institutions with eggs from a small chicken farm, and our pig rearing is at an all-time low." I believe it is time for the authorities to take a close look at what is going on, because there is enough land available for cultivation and production, and we should be putting more into the system in terms of ground provisions, meats, and vegetables. That would lessen the burden on taxpayers, and funds could be shifted to assist with more rehabilitation programs. Richmond Farm once incorporated a large banana cultivation with cash crops mixed in, including corn, string beans, pak choy, and cucumber. A correctional officer at a high-security facility said many staff members are furious that the government is laying out so much on feeding inmates and is calling for an audit of the services. The Auditor General's Department needs to look deeply into what is taking place in prisons. From where many of us sit, we see this as a money-making thing. Jamaica is in problems in terms of fishettes. It is a friendship thing, and somebody needs to look at how the produce contracts are awarded. You have many prisoners who desperately want to work. They want to do something. So why is a man sentenced to hard labor and he lays about all day, sometimes making mischief? It is an absolute disgrace that so many acres of land at Richmond and the Tamarind Farm remain underutilized and are turning into forest, and the institutions are buying things like yam, sweet potato, cabbage, callaloo, and bananas. The taxpayers of this country need some answers. If there were better management of the men, they would be able to supply all the fresh produce that is required. Minister with responsibility for the correctional services Xavier Main and the Commissioner of Corrections, retired Lieutenant Colonel Gary Rowe, remained tight-lipped about the feeding program in the service, refusing to respond to questions posed. Another area of concern raised by the correctional officer is in the area of dietary needs for inmates who suffer from diabetes and/or hypertension. We are supposed to have nutritionists and doctors who screen and make recommendations for certain inmates with medical conditions. But from what I have observed, they are just fed what is there, and the daily menu leaves a lot to be desired. I know this is prison, but what is served raises questions about where all the money is going. For example, every day there is rice and dumplings. Sometimes there is cornmeal porridge and crackers. They have recently introduced saltfish, and there is a limited variety of meat kind. So what is $500 million being spent on annually?
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here, Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Like the video before you go. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And remember to share the video with your friends and family. And browse the channel for more quality content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Teach them!